Hello everybody, what's up? It's Papa Bale and welcome to the channel. So in this video we'll be going over a little bit of what's all on the table. I guess we can start with the cat bank. It's a 16 volts, 2.7 volts and 500 farad per cap in series. So it's 2.7 times 6. Which is going to be just under, it's going to be about 16 volts, 16.2 or something like that. And then 500,000 microfarad for the series amount. So I charge this with the output of the SSG by running the motor, and then I can use it once it's full to run the motor or a different motor or whatever I want to basically do with it. This little fan right here is my design. So it scoops the air up, and it only goes in one direction, so you gotta put it right side up, I guess, the right way. I believe this way it'll eventually lift off or something. And it's going to move in this direction. So it scoops the wind up in these little cups. And then it's channeled through this little area right here into the center. And since all the different wings here are going to be channeling to the center, it's not just going to flow through, in theory. So once we get it all going in the center here, then we can channel it again. But I need like verification that'll work, because it's not airtight. I don't think it has to be airtight. Well, some of it might have to be airtight, but not this part, because I believe it being airtight will block some of the wind from getting to where it needs to go. But I think it's pretty good. I mean, there might be a hole somewhere, but I got it pretty good. It's pretty airtight, at least to the center. And then it releases, and I guess it could go either way. But I tilted those cups so that there might eventually be a lift to it. Like if I put it like that. I don't know. We'll see. I got my new center tool to center on a 1/4 inch pole, a 4-inch donut magnet. So if you've ever tried to center one of those without a centering tool, you'll notice that it's off. It's off. It's always going to be off, unless you got markers like my pegboard here. And it's the same, you can find a center spot, and there is a center spot, so that's pretty cool. Even though there's no actual center hole in this whole board, there's a center spot for a toroid magnet like that size, which is cool. Moving on up the list here, for our propagator, we're going to use a PWM, this variety. What that does is pulse the energy going through the circuit. The toroidal is not quite toroidal anymore, but look at how smooth that spins. And then the shaft is free to go the other way because I got the bearings. The bearings are cool. I got 1 inch with a 1/2 inch bore, and I put them in the conal hole. And then I got 1/2 inch with the 1/4 inch bore, and I put them in the hole, and then I shoved the 1/4 inch shaft through. So now there's 2 sets of bearings, and they should be able to freely rotate in either direction. But as you can see, like without any force, they're gonna sync up, and it's mainly because of what the bobbins are made out of, infused PLA. iron infused PLA. It mildly acts as a core. It's not like, I don't know about the core thing. I mean, I hope that it works like that, because then there'd be a point to it. But I'm saying, like, at 45% iron, we're not going to get much action. There's definitely a magnetic flux thing going on, though. It does wobble a little bit because one of these poles is not straight. So it's this pole right here. It's not straight. I think it's all the way in. It must be bent. Like, all my poles have got like a mild twist in them. I don't like it. But it's cool. Yeah, so we got free to spin. Free to spin. So all we need now is to get a power supply in there, and I'm going to wrap a trigger coil around this thing, like 1,500, 2,000 turns of a trigger coil, and then we're going to find a spot for it in the toroid. Okay, so we are at 1386 on the juice left in the cap. We were at 15. Whoo! Okay, why did that do that? Did I grab the wrong one? That's totally possible. Yes. Holy cow. I hope I didn't just like fry something. All right. Sweet. I need to find out where that went to. All right, so the blue coil is inducing the light in the corner. See, and we're slowly draining it. You get some pretty good output. Heck yeah. That's beautiful. Should probably hook up like a switch, toggle switch. Oh wow, yeah, and the fan works as a load on the rotor when you spin it the right way. Put like an emery on there. Heck yeah. Get it all done real quick. You don't want to be like scratching anybody's eyes out accidentally. All right. Let's turn it the other way real fast. Oh, let's not do that again. Why is that light lighting up so much now? It wasn't lighting up before. The SSG light is on. Alright, we are now below 12 volts, what I normally run it on. And when it gets going, there is a nice breeze coming off of this thing. Really, really cool. SLA battery is fried. I don't know what happened, but it's down to like 0.02 of a volt, and then whenever I put any juice into it, it goes to like whatever the amount of juice is that I'm putting in. And then when I take it out, it goes straight back down. Take it off, I mean. So that'll rebound a little bit, I guess. Go up. See? It's going up. And I'm pretty sure that's just the residual from the motion on the motor that is continuing to charge. But it doesn't make sense. No, it's just the cap doing a cap thing, man, because it's not plugged in. I thought it was plugged in. It is not plugged in. And what it is plugged into is the drive. It's not being charged right now. And that's the other thing, man. I had a cap like chilling right here, only hooked to the multimeter, and it would continue to increase when, you know, being around all this stuff. It would just go up automatically. It wasn't hooked to anything but the multimeter, and the multimeter wasn't hooked to anything else, and it would still go up. Unless it's draining the energy from the meter itself, taken from its battery. That's totally possible. All right. Well, thank you very much. Have a good night. Please subscribe. Bye now.